Hey guys, it's your boy C-Mac from C-Mac Cooks. Hey, welcome back to part 2 of our Southern Soul Food cooking. Now, hopefully everybody had a great New Year's Eve. One of the things that I always think about when I think of Southern food is cornbread. And we're going to be doing a sweet, cheesy jalapeno cornbread this morning. And we're going to be doing it in the Bricknic cooking bricks. So come on back and we'll show you what we're doing. All right, here we go. I think we got all of our ingredients out. So I'm going to start by cutting up some jalapenos. Now my recipe calls for about a cup of diced jalapenos. You can use more or less, totally up to you. I like more. I love jalapenos. But I'm going to do some circles with one. I'll show you why we're going to do that. And then we'll dice up the rest of these. I'm going to take out most of the seeds. Personally, I don't care if there's a few seeds left. It makes it a little bit hotter, but do what you want to do. Okay, we got our jalapenos all diced up. We're going to put these to the side. As I said, I usually go a little bit heavier than a cup because I love jalapenos. Okay, so we'll put these guys over here. We'll put our circles in with them. And we'll put those to the side. So let's start getting the rest of our ingredients together. We got 3 eggs. And then we're going to get about 2/3 of a cup of sugar. Looks like about 2/3 of a cup. And let's go ahead and whisk that up. Alrighty. Now let's get our cornmeal. We're going to do about 2 cups. Again, I'm not much for measuring. That looks like about 1. That's about 2. That's why I don't bake, because I don't measure. We got about a cup. A little over a cup of all-purpose flour. It's about good right there. All right, 4½ teaspoons of baking powder. There's 1, 2, 3. That's about good. And then we're going to do a teaspoon of kosher salt. There we go. And just mix these dry ingredients together here. They're all incorporated nicely. All right, now we're going to do our milk and margarine. So we're going to do about 1.5 cups of milk. I usually like going with something with a little bit of fat in it. This is fat-free. That's what the family drinks. So, and we're going to go a big 1.5 sticks of softened margarine. Try not to splash it all over yourself. Okay, so we've got all of our wet and dry ingredients all mixed and ready to go. So I'm going to start incorporating them in the cornmeal, about half of each at a time. The eggs. And just start mixing that in. Once that first half has kind of gotten a little dry, go ahead and add the rest in. Okay, that's what we're looking for. All right, so we're going to get our diced up jalapenos in there. I'm going to pull out our little circles. And the rest of these are all going in the pool. And then it can't be cheesy cornbread if you don't get some cheese. Now, I do recommend grating your own cheese. It'll melt much better and smoother, but that's all I had today. So we're going with the bagged sharp cheddar, and again we're going to mix all that in, get it nicely evenly incorporated. Okay, we've got the mixture all good now. So we got the bottom halves of the Bricknicks, the cooking bricks. Now these are ceramic bricks that you can really cook anything in. These things are fantastic. Basically create steam, oven, you can do veggies, you can do salmon. I've done a lot of stuff in here. You can see this one a little dirty, but I call that well seasoned. I do like to get a little Pam, a little cooking spray in here for things like this. Makes it much easier to get out whole when you're done. And let's get this mixture in. Try to get it in evenly. And remember, this is gonna puff up. The nice thing about the Bricknicks is the top is the same size as the bottom, so it gets us a little bit of room. All right, so let's smooth these guys out a little bit. My helper sangria's down here just in case I drop anything. All right, now, because it's got to look pretty, let's get some of those jalapeno slices in here. Boom. There we go. Got it all on our 2 Bricknicks. Fit nicely. Now we're going to go out to the Biggreenegg. I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, we're back outside. As you can see, we're going to cook on the Biggreenegg MiniMax today. We'll do one at a time because 2 is just a little tight for the MiniMax. But we're going to be cooking indirect, 400 degrees. You can see using the Fogo black bag, and we don't need any kind of smoking wood again because our Bricknicks are closed. So we're not really looking to get any smoke on these. We're just gonna cook them. So it's looking beautiful. We're at about 350 right now. Let's go ahead and get these in. They should take roughly about 24, 25 minutes a piece. So we'll get a little adjustment there, and we'll check back on these guys in about 20 minutes. Okay, back out here. It's been about 24 minutes. The chickens are cackling out in the backyard. Let's see how we're looking here. Oh. Now, I'm not going to temp it. I don't need to temp it, but I do need to see, yeah, put a toothpick in or a probe. If it's still a little wet inside, we're going to let it go for a little bit longer, probably another 5 minutes, and we should be good.
5 minutes later.
Okay, let's see how we're doing here. It sure smells good. Oh, yeah, I can see it pulling away from the sides. Probe's coming out clean. Let's pull this bad boy out, and we'll get the other one on. Whew. We'll let that cool down for about 10 minutes before we chop into it and devour it like an animal.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, here we go, the grand unveiling. The brick still stays hot, so be a little careful there. Let's see, I'm gonna go for this end. Okay, see if I can get it out in one piece here. Fail. Well, you can see why I put the cooking spray in here, but that's okay. Listen, we just put it together on the plate like that, and we're going to get a pat of butter on there. Let's move over our brick, and then just as I did with those oxtails, we're going to finish it off with a little bit of Mike's hot honey. Why? Why not? Oh yes. Okay. Here we go. That margarine is going to melt, but I can't wait. We got a little crunch on the bottom. That's how I love my cornbread. Yeah. sweet, a little bit of heat, both from the jalapenos and the hot honey. Alright. Make yourself some of this. Whether it goes in the Bricknic or not, jalapeno cornbread, it's where it's at. Happy New Year, everybody. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.